jeepney. Yan, mga war debris, mga tinapon ng mga Amerikano after the war. Pero, yung Indio-Genius, sabi, okay itong dinala nila, pero why don't we heal them and make them into usable items? Ayan, ako I consider, pati si Yoyoy Villame, maski na mga ibang foreign tunes ginamit niya, pero pinabatay niya sa ating mga to teach history to the children, no? Yung form of adaptation, basta wag lang tayo maging copycat culture, okay? Kumbaga sinabi ni Carmen Guerrero Nakpil, si Chitang, sabi niya, we Filipinos have lived, alam mo yun, no? We Filipinos have lived 3 centuries in a convent and 50 years in Hollywood. Yung 400, 500 years natin as colonized by these countries, hindi na natin mabubura yun. But whatever we have from them, let's use it, pero let's not try to be like them, man, in New York or in Madrid. Yun lang siguro importante. And maybe the DAP can be a very important instrument dito. Kasi our government is copycat, whether we like it or not. Yan ang ginawa sa atin. We got the Constitution. Does our Constitution begin with we the people? So, tignan mo, copycat, pati first 3 words na lang, we the people. Sana tayong sambayanan. Sana ganun. Pero, our elite, tayo, we're part of the elite. Okay, let's be aware. Lahat tayo kasama dyan. And we just have to be aware na our over-education in their way can be a curse. Can be. I mean, marami tayong matutuhan sa kanila. Pero, pagka yan ang kukunin natin sa kanila hook, line, and sinker, at hindi natin i-adjust sa realities ng ating bayan, then I think this is why we have a strong imbalance today. Hanggang ngayon, hindi natin masolve mga problems. Kaya sabi ni Bill Capon, when we were coming from Baguio, pinag-usapan namin, bakit ang Philippines after the war, we were only second to Japan.
Wala, dinala ko yan.
And then, ngayon,
Pin-shirt ng Baguio.
Ilalim tayo.
Shirt.
Ayun ako, kung if I will use my war tong MBA, man,
Medal.
I'll tell you, Gil, because our per capita income did not happen because blah, 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 blah. I think, siguro nasa kultura pa natin, hindi pa natin napagsasama whatever imports yung sa talagang kayamanan ng ating mga lolo at lola. If the Ifugaos were able to build the rice terraces, diba sabi ko sa 3,000 years ago without a single cent of US aid. Wow! Marami pa tayong kaya. Baka we cannot send a man to the moon. Pero we can solve a lot of the local problems if we did not always use the manual or toolkit na binibigay nila sa atin. Baka bagay yung manual at toolkit nila how to repair a car in Fifth Avenue, gano'n. Pero yung mekaniko, kinakapalan niya dito sa Tondo. Tapos mamaya, maandar ng engine. Mamaya, mayroon tayong form of transportation. I'm only sorry that our government is phasing out. For them, it's just efficiency. Pero, wow! Icon ng Indio-Genius natin, yung pag-convert natin ng jeepney, and then coloring it such beautiful colors. Merong qualitative gains yon. And it's not only in the measurable, empirical data na this is costing 12 minutes times 4 hours times X days times 24 hours of lost manpower, blah, blah, blah. Yan ang mantra ngayon, di ba? You know, I wanted to ask, I sent a letter before Duterte left office. Boss, can we declare April 27 in Mactan Victory Day as a national holiday, hindi lang sa Cebu? And without disparaging or belittling yung sa araw ng kagitingan sa Bataan, he said, teka muna, the thing is, we can celebrate both, pero sa akin significant yung Battle of Mactan kasi labanan natin yon. But we were fighting for the Americans. Although the bravery of the Philippines was still uncontested. No? Pero ibig sabihin, mga little things like that we don't notice. I think we have more Christian holidays without disparaging Christianity. So we have more Christian holidays than things to honor yung kabayanihan ng ating mga besides Rizal and
Christian.
Emilio Jacinto and other Makling Dulag and si Princess Bolakna. Do any of you know Princess? Sino taga Cebu dito? Ayan. Ayan. Anyway, Bolakna was the wife of Lapu-Lapu. Okay?
Bulak na.
We don't learn that in the history book kasi ang Western books natin nakabatay sa Western historians. So, nabanggit lang yung pangalan ni Lapu-Lapu na on April 27, pinas lang ni Lapu-Lapu yung kawawang kapitan natin si Magellan, sabi. But, oral literature sa Cebu talks about Bulakna. Bulakna ay asawa ni Lapu-Lapu. She was, okay, she was a leader. Siya rin ay mandirigma, warrior. Siya rin ay makata, makakasulat ng mga tula. At babaylan pa siya. She was a healer. She was an all-around person na hindi natin nakikilala kasi medyo macho yung mga historians natin. But you know, by the way, I honor Princess Bolakna every March 14 last week. No? Kasi that's just my symbol. Ayaw ko na mag-celebrate ng February 14. Araw ng puso. Kasi ang mahal ng rosas, ang mahal ng chocolate. And I don't know anything about St. Valentine. Wala siyang kaugnay. Pero ito, wow. A woman, a holistic woman who is she was also a beauty, she was a warrior, she was everything. So why not make her my symbol? So sa March 14 ako nagbibigay ng rosas ng mga mahal ko. Maybe some of you will join me next year. I assure you, law of supply and demand. Mura ng mura. Anyway, that's just, if we allow law of supply and demand, I will even use that Western law of supply and demand for our, I think it works here. So, I think, I would like to close na yung role ng DAP. I heard yesterday from one of the old officers that na DAP was meant by Holy Corpus and the people who opened it to be the ears and yung pakiramdaman nila, yung mga kailangan ayusin dito sa bayan natin. But then, I just heard that it has been put under the NEDA. Is that correct? So,
Yes.
under NEDA na kayo.
Under
hindi na kayo
NEDA.
autonomous.
Touch agency.
For me, that becomes a major concern kasi ayan, puros MBA na lang magsasalita. What we should do with the Philippines, man. I think then that becomes one-sided. I think if I am not mistaken, the Corpus said, yung ating identity, ating kultura, yung ating mga social determinants are also part of our planning. Hindi lang yung sinabi ng economists na in 5 years the world is going to end because the stock markets are going to crash. We have to, ang lakas ng survival instinct ng Pinoy, we have many things in Kapwa psychology that are strengths that we should, I don't know if we have to quantify them, pero may nagsabi sa akin na, alam mo, yung contribution ng mga artists at mga creators, hindi nalilista. That's why recently there was a creative industries law. And that was because it became a way to quantify anong contribution ng movie industry, mga other handicrafts, mga exports that are related to creativity. Pero I think dapat mas nakapatay pa rin sa kultura natin na which brings out even our can we quantify Kapwa is worth X trillion dollars so that Mr. Musk will accept our our kapwa assets. Yeah, maglaro natin, we let that get stuck on that economic side. Whatever net has to contribute, bravo, bravo. Pero i-balance natin na yung cultural elements. And I know that hindi pa sa NCCA, I think during your term, nagkaroon ng conference to talk about the cultural aspects of sustainable development. Ayan, it was already there, but it is being ignored by the economists. Sorry to say. And siguro baka you might be able to come up with a position paper that will gradually let Malacan know how important it is. Let me close with, there's a word in Ifugao, Tiwongwong. Tiwong. It means na yung wandering spirit, yung nawalang spirit, yung naliligaw na spirit, finally comes back home. Ang hinahanap natin ay ginawa, hindi ba? That's what we're all looking for. We're not looking at whether I'm getting per capita income of $25 per day or what. Hindi. Ang ginawa, ang hinahanap ng mga Pinoy. And somehow, hindi pa nakakarating. That's why we can vote for this side or for that side or for that side or for that side. And we do not find a Messiah. Kasi the Messiah is not out there. The Messiah is in our own culture. Yung ating kultura, ang pagkat na-exploit natin ang gusto ng ating kaalaman, and we let create that mutual responsibility between the leaders and yung mga masa na hindi top to down pero ka-level ang masa at mga dinigyan ng responsibilidad doon. I think when that becomes more realistic, I think Ginhawa will be a closer dream. Kaya mabuhay ang Indio-genius ng Pinoy!
Buhay!
Thank you so much. How about nothing? I just want to show you. This is
Bawal pala.
my best example of. Yes. I was going to show it on video, pero ang best example ko ng Indio-genius is si Dr. Jose Rizal. We all see Jose Rizal in a coat and tie. Diba? Ay, winter coat pa, winter coat. Sa Luneta, lahat ng eskwelahan sa high school o college, merong bantayog ni Rizal. And anong message nun sa kabataan? Wow, hey man, cool si Rizal kasi ng-Amerikana siya. Tapos we're always teaching our kids na, wow, ang galing Rizal, he wrote novels. Wow, he wrote novels in Espanyol. Tapos, inopera niya ang mata ng mother niya with Western ophthalmology. Wow! And, nung nasa dapitan siya in exile, he built irrigation systems with Western engineering. Ayun, kung lahat yun ng mga tangay ng ating mga kabataan, ang feeling na, wow, I've got to be westernized, man, para successful ako. Pero, I think, the big question talaga is, bakit achiever si Jose Rizal? Why was he an overachiever, whether he was in Madrid or in Paris or in Tokyo or wherever? Okay, ang sagot ko dyan, kasi maski na naka-winter overcoat si Jose Rizal, sa ilalim, suot pa niya yung kanyang bahag. Okay? Maybe it's just a metaphor. Siguro yung mga tao sa Kalamba, baka 5 generations na hindi nagbabag, 5 generations na sila na natuto magpantalon. But I just mean spiritually connected pa siya sa kanyang kultura. Kaya maski na anong adaptin niyan mga technology or mga kaalaman, napakalakas dahil yung kanyang kalooban ay nagpapatay pa rin sa kanyang kultura. And I think that's what Indio-genius should mean for us, and maybe, hopefully, dapayan sa DAP can might take that as a framework for our talents. Maraming salamat po.